Now we are looking at the last HBK-IIC-C build. This one is full-on laser vomit. It's got a large pulse in each arm and 2 ER meads in the CT. This is pretty much the only other usefully unique build I've discovered for the 2cc. The other one obviously being the UAC 20 and 3 meads. It's worse than your traditional laser vomits on the 2CA in a lot of ways, particularly the high mount issue, and also you're risking your arms getting blown off now, and it's more spread, just all sorts of stuff. And I do think it's worse than the 2CA at this sort of build, but you do get a few things out of it that I was eager to try out on the HBK-IIC. The first and biggest thing is having smaller side torsos. You still get the same number of hit points total, but it is a lot less of a simple task to take out your side torsos instantly. Like, most games, you'll get a side torso just blown out, if not right off the bat, then like the first time you peek and someone gets a good burn on you, it'll be gone or open or something. But in this mech, it can actually roll damage pretty well. They're not just glaringly out there, but you're trading that for this. Your weapons just hit the ground. Like, oh man, it's as low as the low mounts. Like, relative to the cockpit, it's about as low as like Black Knight mounts almost. The CT mounts aren't terrible, but like the arm mounts are what matter, and they are not enjoyable. But in situations where you don't need them to be high, like this one, they're fine. They'll still hit your target. They're just less useful than if they were higher, like on the 2CA. The other big thing that you get out of it is arm gesticulation, and there's a few aspects to this. The first is the obvious, it's not limited to 20 degrees by your torso pitch thing, which is very useful. It comes into play a couple times in this game, just on a low level, it leaves you free to do some things. And then there's stuff like that. I just overheated in front of like 3 mechs, maybe 4. I didn't die, didn't even lose a side torso. I can't say for sure that I would have died if I'd had weapons in my side torsos, but I should have been punished way harder than this. And now we're just back to normal fighting. And it's not like it's really that much worse than the 2CA, or worse than any other mech for that matter. It's still a laser vomit mech. It's got 40 pinpoint whatever damage, just from the lasers. It's got good range. It's got pretty good speed. Not like game breaking, but not the end of the world. And it's got jump jets. And here you see, like, these guys, actually I can hit them with my torsos, but if I was a little bit closer to the hill I wouldn't be able to. And just having that security to know that you'll always be able to hit your target no matter how high they are, it's just really nice. So, just fighting in these hills, it's not the best in any mech, but you can get away with it at least. The other really nice thing about the arm mounts that I was starting to get into earlier and I lost my train of thought is that you don't have to worry about torso deceleration, is what I'm going to call it for lack of a existing term, where when you torso twist or you move your torso, it'll accelerate up to its maximum speed and then it'll decelerate down to 0 when it's done moving to wherever you moved the mouse originally. And just that acceleration deceleration makes aiming a lot less reliable, and the arms don't suffer from that, which is good because on a hunchback it seems particularly vulnerable to that issue. But so yeah, it's closer to a 1-to-1 mouse response, which is really nice. But yeah, that's about it. Most of the game, most of this build is just regular skirmishing at medium range with a laser vomit mech. It's nothing really new. It's probably the most normal build you can get on a 2C or a Hunchback 2C. But doesn't mean it's bad either. Just not the most enjoyable. So yeah. That's it for these guides, if you watch them in order, that is. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.